Hello idlers, this is your Colonel speaking, and ladies and gents, we have new events, so we're going to check them out really quickly. First of all, we always go to our mailbox here, and it looks like it's interesting. We're getting, so you're going to get skull coins, 100 skull coins per day in your mailbox. And that of course means it's an item exchange event, which I was not expecting, honestly. I mean, last week was supposed to be heroic summoning, but it was prophet orbs instead, so I thought for sure this week would be heroic summons, but I guess they're putting it off for another week again, so I don't know. Don't know what they have in store, but anyway, you get skull coin times 100 every day in your mailbox. And so let's check the events out here. So first of all, you got value packages, which, let's see, you're gonna get prophet orbs and skull coins and gems in all of your value packages. And of course, the skull coins will help you in the event, obviously, in the Shadow Graveyard, which we're going to check out now. So, let's see. You got Shadow Graveyard. So first of all, obviously, you got your orange artifact, your rare orange artifact. This one is the Lucky Candy Bar, and that gives you plus attack, plus HP, and immunity to stun, which is nice. And so that's going to be 3600. And I talked about the universal crystals in our last video or two. And so basically, for free-to-play players, you're never going to get the 3600 that you need to get the Lucky Candy Bar, for example. But that's where the new monthly events come in. For free-to-play players, you can get up to 100 of these per month through your monthly quests. And of course, if you pay for the for the VIP, the monthly carnival privilege bonus for $9.99 a month, you're going to get an additional 100 of these crystals. So basically, if you're free to play, you can pick up 100 of these per month, which means after approximately 11 months or a year, because let's go back here. So you're going to get around 2,500 of these items per event and per exchange event. So that means you need another 1100 to get to the orange artifact. So you can do that after approximately 11 months if you get your full 100 crystals, universal crystals, every month. After 11 months, you're going to be able to add to your 2,500 and get up to 3,600 there and get your massive orange artifact. And this is the first time in the game that has been the case. Before, free-to-play players were never going to get these ultimate artifacts. But now they're within reach for free-to-play players, which is really nice. Of course, you're going to have to wait 11 months or so, or more, depending on how many crystals you get per month. But there you go. That's how you're going to get your ultimate orange artifact. So keep that in mind as you're saving your crystals. Now, the next prize down is going to be 3,100 for an Aspen copy. And again, you can get universal crystals will help you get to that point, obviously, and you can pick up an Aspen copy if you'd like. But I recommend saving them for the orange artifacts, because for free-to-play players, You're never going to get those any other way except through this event. So anyway, you can get an Aspen for 3,100. You can get a Shia copy for 2,700. Obviously, she just went through a little bit of an upgrade. So you might want to pick up copies. Personally, I don't think she's all that great. Still, I don't think she's really worth a build personally. But you know, if you're already into Shia, and you know maybe this copy gets you to an E3 or an E5, then you know perhaps you want to pick it up. And then of course you got Jorah at 2,300, and Jorah's a great, you know, she's a great shadow hero, second only to Horus at this point. But again, you know, we are going to get probably a new shadow hero in the next month or so, if not in the next heroic summoning event, so we'll see. But anyway, Jorah is, you know, not a good popular crowd control unit for the Shadow faction, and if you're building her, you can get a copy there. And of course, this is the level that you'll probably get to as a free-to-play player. You'll probably get to the 2,300 level fairly easily, as long as you're collecting your daily loot. And we'll look at that in a second. But if you're collecting your daily loot every 10 hours, then you should be able to get to 2,300 fairly easily, and possibly even to like 2,500 is generally the ceiling for free-to-play players. And then at 1,500 you got a limited, you got a what are these called? A limited skin, I guess, it's the Red Lotus Knight for Sigmund. And of course Sigmund just got an upgrade as well, so we're going to check that out momentarily. But for now, you can get his skin here for 1,500, and then the rest of the way, you know, you can get Prophet Orbs or Heroic Scrolls, which are generally what I suggest you purchase with your items. But of course, you know, you're free if you'd like to get that skin or the Jorah copy. You can go for those as well. But I generally don't like to spend on skins because you can get them for free in the Celestial Island, for example, and other places. So, you know, obviously it takes a while to build up to get enough to get a skin, but you know, if you're patient, you can get skins for free. So I generally don't recommend spending on skins, but that's just me. I generally spend these items on the orbs or the heroic scrolls, whichever you need at the time. Generally Prophet Orbs are your most value that you're going to get out of these items. But, you know, if you need heroic summons, then go ahead and get heroic scrolls. You know, if that's going to help you, then for sure get those. Anyway, and then of course you can exchange crystals, one crystal for one skull coin, and you know, if you want to get up into these higher prize categories. Anyway, so there you go. That's your Shadow Graveyard event. And moving down next, we got so in your campaign loot, if you go in here, as you can see, you're going to get skull coins. So just make sure you're checking your campaign loot at least every 10 hours, because after 10 hours you stop collecting loot. Basically, it stops collecting in here. So just make sure you're collecting your loot every 10 hours at least. Alright? And that's going to guarantee that you get the maximum skull coins for the event that you possibly can. And like I said, that's usually about 2,500 for free-to-play players. So that's your Shadow Graveyard. And then for Mysterious Chest, obviously, First of all, you got the 500 gem chest, which gets you 5 heroic scrolls and 5,000 promotion stones. And of course, you know, the 5 scrolls by themselves generally are going to cost you like, 750 gems for 5 of those, 5 heroic scrolls. So 500 is a great deal. You're getting a nice discount on those scrolls, so this is always a good chest to pick up, especially for newer players. And next you got your 5 super wishing coins and 5,000 monster blood. The monster blood's great for building up your monsters, and of course everyone needs that right now with the new monster upgrades that just came out a few times back. So we all need monster blood because we're all working on our monsters now to get them all upgraded. And of course 5 super wishing coins is nice, and this is a discount over the marketplace. I believe they cost, what, 500 for 2 super wishing coins, so that's like what, 2,500 I guess normally, so they're about half price here. And so that's really nice. But I generally don't spend on super wishing coins because they're just too random for my taste, but if that's your thing, go for it. But next up, you got more monster materials here. 2,000 of the monster stones, I guess, soul stones, as well as 8 prophet orbs. And again, 8 prophet orbs in the 8 prophet orbs in the market will generally run you 4,000 gems. So getting them here for 2,400 is a nice deal. It's even better than the deal you're going to get in Aspen Dungeon, which I believe is 2,250 for 5 orbs, and that's like 450 per orb. And here you're getting them for like what, for 300 per orb basically, which is an amazing deal. So this is always a really nice package to pick up as well. And obviously, you know, if you want both your monster blood and your monster stones, you're going to have to buy both of these chests. But generally, I only pick up the prophet orb chest. I don't really spend on the super wishing coins, but that's up to you. And then next we have the 4,000 gem chest, and that gets you a random elite hero basically, and 20k dust. And the 20k dust really doesn't appeal to me a whole lot generally. I mean, you can get dust other ways, it's not really that big a deal. And the elite hero shards are just, they're a little too random in my opinion to be spending 4,000 gems on. You know, you could get like, you could get a Walter or a Gru or, an Emily, or you could get something really amazing like a Valkyrie or a Penny or things like that. So, it's really random, so you never know what you're going to get with elite hero shards. So anyway, I generally don't spend the 4,000 on this chest, but that's just me personally. And of course we get the granddaddy chest, and sometimes this costs you 6,000 gems like it does this time, and other times it costs 8,000 gems. So this time it's 6,000 gems, and you're going to get 50 exclusive orange, well, basically an exclusive orange artifact at random, of course, and as well as 25k guild coins, which are really nice, especially now that we have new guild tech to build up. Obviously everyone needs guild coins, so that's a really nice package there. And of course elite orange artifacts don't come around very often. Elite? Did I say elite? I meant exclusive. Exclusive orange artifacts don't come around very often, so this is a good way to pick one up. And they are generally, they're the most powerful artifacts in the game, other than the super artifacts that you get here. So generally, I recommend purchasing these, and if you can afford it, the Granddaddy chest here as well. So there you go. So that's the events this week. Not too exciting, but it is what it is, and we've got to take what we can get, don't you think, everybody? Anyway, I believe they just upgraded our Sigmund here, so we're going to check him out now. Go to the 10-star version, and I did write down his stats the other day just to make sure that I wasn't missing anything. So it looks like his basic stats are all the same, okay, but let's see, Flame Bombardment is his active skill, and let's see, 30% of armor, 30% block, burns for 96%. Okay, so they changed this a little bit. It's all the same until you get to the burn there. He burns the target for an extra 96% of attack damage for 4 rounds, and it used to be that used to be 54% burn for 3 rounds. So obviously it's a more powerful burn now, and it also gives you one layer of searing flame, which so it looks like once you get 3 layers of searing flame on the enemy, then no, okay, that's right. It looks like, so this is a little different as well. So he used to burn warriors for an additional 86% of burn damage with this attack. So now he builds up searing flame on the enemy, and for each layer of searing flame, he's going to deal an additional 100% of attack damage. So that stacks up to 3 layers. So once he's stacked up 3 layers of that, then he's going to hit for 300% additional attack per round on the burning target, basically. Does that make sense? So that's pretty nice. That's a huge buff to his damage, and it's not just to warriors, it's to everybody that he's burning. So that's really, really nice. So next up, we got his Burning Pain ability, and let's see, I guess, so again the burn is a little bit more potent here. It's an extra 80% of attack damage per round for 4 rounds, and before it used to burn for 45% damage for 4 rounds, so it's nearly doubled the amount of burn damage that your enemy's going to take. And then it increases self 80% of damage against burning targets, and that's for 4 rounds. Oh, sorry, that's just as long as the target's burning, you deal Sigmund deals an extra 80% damage against burning targets. And he used to deal an additional 40% damage to burning targets. So again, that's basically doubled that ability, which is really nice. So then we have Lava Shield, which gives him 48% armor, 20% attack, 30% HP, and 30% precision. This is unchanged since the upgrade, so this is the same as it was before. And lastly, we have the Burning Counter Attack. So when attacked, he increases his control immunity for 15% for 2 rounds, and that was different than before. Basically, let's see what else. If he's attacked by enemies with armor lower than self, he'll counterattack, dealing 2% of attack damage and inflicting 180 layers of searing flame. Again, that can stack. I guess the searing flame on his passive skill does not stack. I mean, doesn't have an upper limit, I guess. So it can stack. Every time it stacks, you get an additional 3% to your attack on that. So that's really nice. So he's going to build up a lot of counter-attack damage. And before basically the counter-attack dealt 100% counter-attack damage, and then an additional 180% of damage against the burning target. So now he's gonna do a little more damage this way, and so basically they just increased Sigmund's damage all around basically, and they also gave him some control immunity, which was kind of his Achilles heel, I guess, before, because he was, he'd get crowd controlled really easily, and then he really was kind of useless. He was just a big lump of armor there, sitting there, basically. But anyway, so now he has a little bit of control immune, which is nice, and he deals much more damage than he did before, which still makes him a great boss fighter, but it also makes him a little more potent in PvP as well, now that he has that control immunity. So Sigmund has always been a really nice PvE hero, but now he's even semi-useful in PvP as well. So that's really nice. Really nice upgrade to Sigmund. I think it's going to be good. And yeah, I haven't built my Sigmund yet. I have a 6-star Sigmund and a lot of copies waiting. I think I have enough to actually E5 him at some point, but he's still kind of on the back burner for me. So anyway, that's Sigmund, and I guess that's the events as well. And let's just see if there are any other things in the notice here. So let's see. Adjusted skills of Sigmund and the events. Yeah, so that's really it, everybody, pretty much. So I did promise you a little bit of the broken spaces here. So we're going to do that right now. And we're fighting here. Let's see. We're fighting. Are those? I think these are war. So let's see. This is a war. Foolish is a warrior, and then you got Imp is also a warrior. So yeah, we're fighting warriors here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Baria's damage artifact on my cruise here. So let's see what we can get done here. Let's see. So a battle in stage 1 here. Let's see. Just see how much damage we do. So let's see. Is this the lineup I want? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it looks good. Oh, but I didn't equip my monster, did I? Why do I always do that? I don't know. Anyway, it's alright. See how much damage my team can do here. Looks like we might take him down on round 1 here, actually. Oh, we do have a monster enabled. Okay, good. Yeah, it looks like we're just going to take him out, so this shouldn't even be a problem at all. Wow. Round 6, that was pretty easy. And that gives you, so we could have gotten monster stones or gold there. We got dust instead. Now we're to stage 2, and of course stage 2 is a ranger and a mage. So obviously we're gonna give him back his ranger artifact here for Cruz. And oh, what do we get? Let's see. We got for round 1. Oh yeah, we got our prizes for round 1 there. So that's nice. So we're on to round 2 now of broken spaces here. Stage 2, let's see what we can get done here, shall we? And I don't think it really matters who's in the front line and who's in the back or anything like that, so I think we're good here. See how we do against Demon Hunter and Sierra here. Oh, we didn't get silenced, that's good. Okay, now we got some silence going here on Cruz, but that's all, so that's not too bad. So it looks like this might take us multiple tries on this one. But our team is still holding up, so nobody's dying, so that's nice. Who knows, if we get enough Heart Watcher stacks here, we might be able to take these 2 down. We'll see. See how it goes. So far so good. Belt got frozen there, which is nice. She heals and burns while she's frozen, so... they froze Heart Watcher there, that's not so good. But I think she's got all of her stacks on already anyway. So it looks like we took them down about halfway here. Yeah. Alright. And it looks like similar prizes on each level. So let's see if we can take them down all the way now. Yeah, we took them down below 50% here. Of course, that's Sierra we took down quite a bit, but I think Demon Hunter is still a little above 50%, so I don't know if we'll take her down all the way this time or not, but we'll see. I think we'll definitely kill Sierra, but I'm not sure about Demon Hunter. Get the Phoenix in there. And I have not maxed out my Phoenix. I think I'm to level 159 on my Phoenix. But I have all of her runes leveled up except for speed. Speed I'm at 10 out of 60, but I have the others maxed out. Just for your information here, just for comparison. So it's round 8, and they're down pretty far. I think we might finish them off here. I think we should be able to. Oh yeah, they're going down pretty quickly now. Demon Hunter's not getting nearly as many silences as it seems like she normally does in PvP. But anyway, that's interesting. Got some monster blood there. And that's round 2, everybody. So I think that's as far as I'm going to go tonight. I just wanted to test that out a little bit. And of course we're going to get our rewards here. Lovely. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, everybody. And as always, I am your Colonel signing off. And remember, as always, that karma can be a bitch, so be very careful out there, everybody. We'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.